tough environment to come in. Don't see a lot of empty seats in the house for the opening match.
But one person that's going to step up, Melanie Parra, the outside transfer from Texas. She's going to have to carry a big load tonight, and they're going to look for her to do it.
Playing on the Mexican national team, she was called up to the U18 team as a 13-year-old, and now she's going to have the spotlight on her. Grote, absolute fire for point number 1.
Keegan Cook has been high on Lydia Grote since she came in after coaching her older sister Marin back in the day at Washington, but says she's just all business all the time. They're going to look to feed her the ball.
Julia Hansen, a sophomore from Savage, Minnesota. There is Parra. She's got a lot behind that shot as well. And with the overdig, point to TCU. They go to her first, and she executes. Too long. Go to Parra, and way too long. Landfair once more from the service line goes off the tape and read well by Riley Weigels. Another point from Minnesota as that goes into the net. They've been in command. They go right back to Weigels. Parra goes off the hands and a point for TCU. Last year played in 21 matches, 45 sets, 1.42 kills, so had a role on that Texas team, but won a national championship, and that's what she brings as well to this Horned Frog squad.
It's not just her offense, but her defense. She does such a great job tracking these slide attacks, mirroring every move that opposing slide hitter is making to step in front of it.
Gaffmaster goes to Wucherer, and she terminates for her first. Wucherer second on the team in kills per set last year. Poised for a breakout year. She missed 10 matches due to injury as a freshman. Good pickup by Murr handling that heat. Schreiber with the pass and off the arms of Landfair makes this a 1-point contest.
You see reigning defensive Big Ten Player of the Year, Kylie Murr, now in a Minnesota jersey after spending 4 seasons at Ohio State, becoming the all-time digs leader for the Buckeyes.
She's come in, has been able to use that voice and leadership for this team. Here the pass to Wucherer, who unloads, but that sails out of bounds.
Not only does Kylie Murr bring in that experience and leadership, but she's so incredible in terms of just leading this team in emotionally and vocally. She's constantly talking to her hitters, talking to the setter, trying to get everyone hyped up, but also curating what to say and when to say it.
Coach Cook said that he thought it was going to be that kind of highly competitive, fiery, kind of raw kind of leadership, but instead, in his words, it's been sophisticated, intelligent as well. Here TCU, though, going on a 5-1 run with Parra at the service line. She's got a lot of force in that 5'11" frame. That's going to result in a free ball for the Horned Frogs. Trying to go high hands was Gibson. And tipped over by Wucherer. She found the perfect spot.
But this shot, just right between them, middle and the right side, not quite in the corner, but in that 1-6 seam. So hard to defend because you have 2 players that want to make a play on it.
Had a system to start for the Horned Frogs. Wucherer with the roll shot. Gibson, there's the block, but it's TCU. Wucherer back to serve, and that sails out of bounds. Schaffmaster has to adjust, and Grote, another hammer. We talked about it with Wisconsin and Temi Thomas-Ilara. What happens, what is a player capable of when they are not carrying the entire load and all the pressure on the squad that they're on? You love to see that kind of openness too, especially in the international game where you see a lot of superstars playing that position. Grote gets another look. She's got the hot hand. Handling the heat there is Bramschreiber. And a great cross-court look, but out of bounds. Kylie Murr stepping up to that attack line, talking to her front row. Always communicative. That's also how she leads. Placing it over, and right back is Landfair, trying to catch the Horned Frogs off guard once more with the set over the net. Landfair unloading. Otto taking some heat off there. Murr setting up Landfair. Cross court, and Landfair, you can't place that more perfectly. Pretty nice to have those two on the court at the same time. Big dig by Hansen. And Landfair puts it right into the net. That's too long. Buckley, quick hitter. They know that they're going to be undersized going up against both Minnesota and Wisconsin, so how can they spread them out to make it more complicated? Pata set right back. And then the cross-court slice.
Sometimes on coverage, you just hope for any part of your body to get it up. It doesn't matter if it's a head, if it's a foot, if it's an arm. Up is up.
I mean, that's taking one for the team.
Yeah.
Schaffmaster so good offensively.
One thing Keegan Cook talked about was wanting Melanie Schaffmaster to be a bigger part of that offense in terms of getting more setter dumps and establishing herself as a threat as well. Even if she's a little bit off the net, throwing in these two-handed dumps, so important, and again, opens things up for her hitters.
This shouldn't feel too foreign. She already has that kind of mindset. Off the free ball is Davis slamming it right back. Schaffmaster from the back row, it's Landfair and denied. Pata. Buckley looking for Gibson. Read well by Murr. Wucherer has that sent back and goes right off the block. Buckeyes all-time digs leader, an outstanding career in Columbus, gets TCU out of system, and Pata goes off the hands. That national championship with Texas, where she is the focal point, and that's been the case here so far to start at the pass. Pata once more, a lot of heat that time. Minnesota out of system, it goes over. And it will be a point to TCU because of the aggression at the service line. For the back row, Pata unleashes a big rip. She uses every bit of that momentum. Pata making a living at the service line here to start 3 aces so far, prompting Minnesota to call a timeout. That resulted in an overpass already. Pata changes her direction, puts it over off speed, and Wucherer absolutely rips it. 4 kills for Wucherer here in this first set. Back set, and Gibson looked like she was gonna find the floor. What effort by the Gophers. And then she goes right back. Grote says that's sent back, but she'll take it off the hands for a Minnesota point.
Just a big swing out of system. She knows she's gonna have a big block, but she still just swings high and hard.
4 kills on 5 swings. Gibson, the overdig by Schaffmaster. Good read by Murr, making that play from her knees. Julia Adams getting in on the action for the Horned Frogs. Back set, Grote. Her kill is so strong. Buckley taking something off of it is Adam. All Big 12 preseason selection Audrey Knowles out with an injury, and Grote terminates again. Her excitement is on level 10. You can just see how she feels being in a Gopher uniform, playing here at the PAV, as TCU awarded the point there. It's Adams back to serve. Her feeds Landfair. The TCU block right there, looking strong, but it is off the hands and a point to Minnesota. TCU making a statement that they are not to be overlooked amongst 3 top 15 teams taking part in this weekend's opening tournament. Looking cross court to Pata, absolutely vicious. Getting the Horned Frogs up by 2. Landfair sends it right back, but read by the Horned Frogs. Pata goes off speed, the overdig, and the Horned Frogs extend their lead to 3. Lily Nicholson back there at the service line. Schaffmaster looking to Landfair. They do not want her to get hot. Pata off the tape is Wucherer. And Gibson unfurls a whole lot of fire there. There's Nicholson once more. Hansen has a lot of power from the back row, an incredible athlete that they're going to continue to challenge. Here comes Landfair. Minnesota down by 3, make it 4. Back row attack is Landfair, and they're going to give the point to TCU with that back row attack violation, and that is how the first set will end. Schaffmaster starts things out for Minnesota and gives the point to the Horned Frogs. Immediately getting Minnesota out of system, and they pick up the point. The Longhorns' single-season record of the 60 that I just mentioned. This time too long, and a little sigh of relief for the Gophers. Adams gets it through the block. Landfair has that sent back, the block working to perfection. Schreiber. And then Gibson has that turned away. It's Davis and Landfair making it happen.
It's a great example of that, shutting it down early on.
That's exactly what he said. Don't even set it near me. That's the kind of formidable blocker you want to be, as Pata goes off speed. And so does Grote, whipping it down. Her selection has been top-notch here to start.
Lydia Grote, such a crafty player. She knows when to switch it up in what situations. In this one, a little bit of a scramble play, doesn't get that full approach in. Can't necessarily see the block in front of her, but just sends that power tip over.
7 kills, 9 swings, and add a service ace for Minnesota. Murr once more, and that just sails out of bounds. Gibson, strong serve, getting Minnesota out of system. Quick hitter, and a point to Minnesota. That just sailed out of bounds on the attempt. Back row blast from Wucherer. Pata can't chase it down.
Mckenna Wucherer adjusting to this set really well. It's a little bit flat, so she takes that arm, moves it down, and hits it a little more flat.
Coming from the back row, and over is Gibson. Landfair has to readjust. back set, Gibson. Landfair just tips it over. Murr looking for Landfair, another try and kept alive by TCU. Adams can't terminate. She'll get one more try and set back again. Schaffmaster and Phoebe Awalea, the transfer from LMU. Awalea started at Georgia, went to LMU where she was just lights out, all WCC first team. Back row, Hansen unleashes. Here's Pata. Murr taking the heat and right back. It is dished by Schaffmaster, and the two childhood friends pump for each other.
Kylie Murr assist up front to her best friend, Schaffmaster, getting involved in the offense even more. An incredible pickup from Murr. Goes right on top of the net in a backwards dump. She sees that Bram Schreiber is inside, so she sends it backwards. So smart.
Schaffmaster tries it again. TCU putting up a fight, but we're seeing Minnesota respond in a big way, a 9-1 run, and add another.
TCU questioning whether or not there was a touch on that ball.
It's in favor of Minnesota. It is a foul. So it did not go off any Minnesota fingers, which you had predicted. I'm counting that as a win.
I'm also counting that as a win.
Pata goes into the block there. Minnesota out of system, and Wucherer too long. Another serve by Riley Weigelt. Back set, and Awalea tools it off the block.
Keegan Cook was happy with Awalea coming in, saying she really can move along the net and hit anywhere, whether it's in front or behind. She's an explosive attacker that can hit all angles.
She has an interesting story because she didn't really grow up with volleyball. Her parents are British Nigerians, spent parts of her childhood in both of those countries, so you don't have that same kind of youth sports infrastructure, especially for volleyball. So she came to it late, ends up becoming a really solid, dynamic, and athletic middle blocker here in the States. Hansen. Here's Pata taking a little bit off there. Landfair misses. It is early, but hitting negative 105 at this point. TCU knew they had to make it tough on her, and she struggled to start. At the net, tipped over by Sylvester, but it is Minnesota with the point.
The year before, where she was out most of the year after having an abdominal injury, she came back full strength at the beginning of 2022, and she ended up Player of the Year.
Pata sends it to Landfair. Grote works it through the block. Pata back row blast, but too strong. We were finally able to get a really good look at it here from our angle, Emily, and she has her entire toes behind the line of the court demarcation here. Buckley, and a whistle will give the point to Minnesota.
That ball just coming out a little bit wonky out of Buckley's hands. Called for a double on that one, even though it stayed on the same side. That one a little more aggressively a double.
Minnesota leading by 6. A strong lead after losing set number 1 on their home court. Back set to Gibson goes off speed. Landfair, my gosh, did she rip it.
Everyone in this gym knew that ball was going to outside Taylor Landfair. Sometimes these elite players don't necessarily want to be coached, and Taylor Landfair is so open to it and has really bought in early.
Going off speed is Adams. Looking for Landfair again. She finds the gap with ease.
After a big hug and big dig from Kylie Murr, these players hyping each other up out there. Taylor Landfair always cool, calm, and collected, but when you have a player like Kylie Murr right in your face screaming at you, you're gonna crack a little bit of a smile after plays like this.
That hits the nets. Point to Minnesota.
It takes time when you have a new coaching staff, new head coach, and new players on the court as well that are playing such massive roles for this team. It's not always gonna be smiles and butterflies, especially early on when you still have things to learn and you still have those connections and comfortability to make.
Gibson going off the block and right through to give her team a point. They have not had the same energy in some time. Looking up the middle, and a great kill for Erica Davis.
Erica Davis on this floating one set, so effective in front of the setter. She doesn't often run slides behind. When you see this overload situation, you know your middle is going to be one-on-one when you have her going right up against Taylor Landfair just a few feet away.
This middle group is in flux. She's the returner and earning her playing time. Also on the floor, Phoebe Awawea. Gibson, a hard dig. Landfair gets it over. Up the middle, Bree Green. Looking like they're finding their groove. Back row for Pata. And that is sailing way too long. It is Hansen. Rayola has that sent back. She gets another look at it, goes high hands, and that drops in front of Murr. Looking for Pata again, and she terminates. Shanked by Landfair.
And it was such a long time coming in the amount of effort that people are putting into this game on every single aspect, whether it's setting up in terms of TV coverage. It's going to be an exciting time.
We're going to see this record to go along with this season. Record 64 matches here on BTN, on FS1, on Fox. Rayola at the service line and look to Landfair. Rayola with a good save. Back row for Gibson. Wucherer is there. Set right back off the attempt from Landfair. One more time from the back row for Gibson. And Minnesota gets it over. All-out effort from the Gophers, and it ends in a block. Landfair back to serve. Go to Gibson, back row once more. Quickly over Awalea. Gibson again is stopped by Minnesota. And Wucherer so strong off the block. And it is set point to Gophers. Otto going off speed. The pancake Hansen, how did she get there? Green tries to place it over. Shaftmaster looking for Hansen. A lot of fire behind that swing. And sent right back. Minnesota looking ferocious. In set number 2, they take it 25-16. Set number 3 about to get underway. Flip-flopped from number 1 to number 2. Minnesota took control. And interested to see how TCU responds. They were free and they were fierce in set 1. Took a back seat in the last one. Shaftmaster goes behind her head, and speaking of blocks, my goodness, Sarah Sylvester. And they had add an ace to it. TCU already with 6 aces. Up the middle, it is Davis. And Pata unloads down the line. And that was right in front of Keegan Cook, and he just had this look on his face like she is at it again. 9 kills for the transfer from Texas, but Minnesota responds with Landfair. Up the middle for Gibson. Big dig by Schaffmaster. In the back row, it is Adams and TCU picking up. And here is Pata, someone you fear at the service line. She goes right at Landfair, passes it perfectly. An attempt for Grote, and she brings the fire as well down the sideline. Off speed, read well by Schaffmaster. It goes cross courts and kept alive by the Horned Frogs. Hansen from the back row, a difficult dig for TCU. And then too long. No, it actually was touched. The play is going to be under review by Keegan Cook.
This ball from that angle looking like it's right between the two blockers. Yeah, I will.
So instead of a 3-point difference, it is a 1-point difference, and Minnesota is going to tie it up.
And that time, Riley Buckley stepping in, putting that ball over, even though her hand was over the net.
A lot of speed for that TCU offense. Buckley goes behind her head. Good effort by Wucherer. Ramschreiber looking to Adams, and she slices it. Ramschreiber at the service line off the tape and read by Awalea. To Landfair. Sails it long, giving the point to TCU. Schaffmaster looking up the middle, skying for that ball is Hansen, who converts.
Someone's got to hit that.
Like, clearly the wingspan is there, but Hansen grew up as a gymnast, and she says that's the reason I have as good a vertical jump as I do. By her count, 35 inches, and I'm just gonna accept that that's true seeing a play like that.
I mean, she's skying up there. Check that out. I mean, she's well over, I'd say, yeah. What is that, probably like 10-5?
I mean, I want to ask her if she can dunk a volleyball. Wucherer. That was hard indeed, and results in a Minnesota point to tie things up at 7. Up and over by Grote. And Murr absorbs the heat. A whistle giving the point to Minnesota. Pata rips it down the line. And Minnesota is going to challenge this.
This original call saying that Minnesota did touch it.
Emily.
Oh, dang it.
Oh.
I forgot to make a call.
Score 9-7 in favor of the Gophers. Pata has that sent back. Grote in on the play. Up the middle, it is Adams. That's in. Sophomore Wucherer looking to have a healthy full season ahead of her. She missed 10 matches last year, dumped over by Buckley. Grote unloads to perfection. She is leading the Gophers in kills, just one air, hitting 471. And every time I look at her, Emily, just the biggest smile that she has in her first game in a Gopher uniform.
Grote playing with just so much joy for this team. And it's been really fun to see this team compared to last year. Last year, they were really cool, calm, and collected. They didn't have anyone that got too high or too low. But now you add a player like Kylie Murr onto the court, like Lydia Grote, and they have a bit more energy than what we saw from this Minnesota team last season.
Up the middle, and that lands. Sylvester finding the space. Buckley back to serve, picked up by Wucherer. Davis makes that difficult, taking the Horned Frogs out of system. And Minnesota gets a free ball out of it. Up the middle again.
Davis doing a great job getting space away from her setter so she can really approach into that one.
Coach Cook called her the best gap attacker as Pata. Murr back to serve. Sylvester denied. And one more time. The transfer making her presence known, Phoebe Awolea. Minneapolis, our host for the Big Ten Big 12 Challenge. We know this is the very first game for Keegan Cook as a member of the Gophers, but also his entire staff. Kristen Kelsey, who's also coached at Michigan State and Northwestern, Eric Barber, coached at UCLA, and Kylan Munoz, who played at the University of Washington. And I love this from Erica Davis talking about Kai and Eric specifically. She said, they're the most kind, energetic people. They're like second parents, because that's the impact you see with those assistant coaches.
I was lucky enough to have Kristen Kelsey as one of my assistant coaches at Northwestern for my senior year, and truly just such a family-oriented person. One of the best people that I know. Every time I get to travel up here or wherever she's at and we get to hang out, have dinner, it's one of the most exciting things. She always brings such positive energy. Such a family person, knows exactly how to coach every single player.
McGee, new into the game for Minnesota. Landfair puts it away.
On these overpass situations, you don't want Taylor Landfair to be one on none. She's gonna do that every single time.
So they're playing this scrappy receiving votes TCU team. They've got number 15 Baylor tomorrow, the number 1 reigning national champion Texas, as Landfair is getting it going here at the path. McGee back to serve and placed over, a perfect dump in there. Too long there. It's Gibson this time for TCU. And Wucherer, so much strength, a blast for the sophomore.
Wucherer's unloading on almost every single ball. And the tempo, when you have a new setter stepping in to make this play, can sometimes become difficult. But she puts up such a great out-of-system ball, and Wucherer can go to work down that line.
If you ask Minnesota players who they do not want to dig off of, it is Wucherer. I was at a recent Minnesota practice, and Erica Davis, after blocking, like she does right here, shook her hand away like, ow, right off of a kill from Mckenna Wucherer. Skylar Gray back to serve, and that sails just wide, giving TCU the point. Adams also too long. TCU out of system. Here comes a free ball for the Gophers. Landfair has it sent back. Pata looking formidable offensively, defensively too. And Grote hammers it over. Wucherer does it right back. Wucherer serving for Minnesota. Very difficult serve receive she puts TCU into. Davis knocks it over. Schaffmaster to Landfair, unstoppable.
Kylie Murr making these defensive transitions look so easy on these tougher down balls. She's putting right on Schaffmaster's hands. They're able to run their offense with these overloads where you have middle and an outside in the same zone. So difficult to play.
Wucherer into the nets. Buckley goes shallow. Grote gets it down. She crushes it every time, this time for set points. Volunteers and organizations still are working tirelessly, and if you are able to help, text Hawaii to 90999 to help these ongoing and important efforts. And it will be Schaffmaster to start things off for Minnesota. They have looked strong in back-to-back sets. But TCU looking scrappy, and they know how to score in crafty ways. 10 kills for Parda, leading her TCU team. Great pass from Landfair. Gibson terminating there. A vicious strike. It's up to 10 kills. Murr, good read from her knees. Schaffmaster setting up Grote. Grote one more time off the hands and point to the Gophers. And she is leading everyone with 11 kills right now. Up the middle, sent back, a solo block by Davis. She again tries to keep it alive, but TCU will take this one up 3-1. Landfair, a little awkwardly has to get it over, and then get the points. It's Murr back at the service line, leaves it short. And off the tape and down. It's fun to see players who play outside Power 5 wanting to take that next step and challenge themselves at some of the best conferences in the nation. And there is another ace. That time into the net. It says a lot about her, and it says a lot about Texas that she was kind of buried there in a smaller role, and this is what she is capable of. At the net, taken by TCU. Lydia Seymour, a freshman who they believe also has a high ceiling, getting in on the action here late. Landfair lets it go. Rayola. TCU, Landfair once more, and another block. TCU leading by 5, a strong effort. They've been a resilient group, but that was tough to read by Landfair. Landfair now up to 10 kills herself. Up the middle, they go to the freshman Seymour. And that is just too much heat off the arm of Wucherer.
This year, right out of the gates, just lighting it up.
Buckley looking for Rayola, tapped back. From the back row, Landfair. Goodness. But kept alive by TCU, then the dump in by Schaffmaster.
And she gets herself involved in the offense, more so than we've seen her in years past, making it a big focal point. When that ball is tight, go up and be aggressive.
And that has to be fun too when your head coach is telling you, I want you to be a part of this. They are making things tough for the number 7 team in the country. Off the slide, make it a kill for Awolea. She's someone who can rack up both kills and blocks simultaneously. Looking for Gibson, and she whips it out of bounds. Overpass leads to a point for Minnesota and a 7-1 run to close the gap. That's a debut. We've seen a lot of good ones today.
That is quite a debut.
Pata is another one having a great debut for TCU. There's Wucherer, my gosh. But it was out. They're saying it was touched. And Keegan Cook immediately getting that green card to challenge. Looks like he's going to. Buckley looking for Rayola. That was crushed. Underneath for the dig. Gibson, wow.
That middle blocker from Minnesota, Erica Davis, take a step with the outside, resulting in a one-on-one.
Schaffmaster looks to Wucherer, and it works once more.
Just in her sophomore season, her ceiling is so high. It's going to be impressive to see what she does years down the line.
Overpass, Wucherer reads it perfectly. Out of system off the hands of Wucherer from the blast from Pata. Ramschreiber at the service line. Grote has that sent back by Green. Good effort by Rayola. They'll be able to keep this alive. Back row to Landfair, and Green, the solo rejection. Once more, TCU looking strong. Wucherer, 5 kills in this set. They have fought back and have that confidence. Unfair off speed, perfection. 11 kills for Taylor Landfair, last year's Big Ten Player of the Year. Pata also goes off speed. What a stuff! And here is the most fearsome server here this weekend, and that's saying a lot. Grote takes some heat off. And Pata terminates once more.
Such an exciting time for the sport and just women's sports in general to get that many fans packed into one stadium to watch a game. It's truly remarkable what Nebraska's doing.
How about Minnesota's going to be playing on Fox against Wisconsin this year following Vikings and Packers. We just continue to see and celebrate this exponential growth. Block, the denial by Phoebe Awolea.
She's being aggressive.
Added to the list of fantastic debuts, 6 blocks for the transfer from LMU. And another kill for Minnesota. Gibson goes too long, point to Minnesota. Buckley, awkward angle for Pata. Landfair lets it fly and into the stands. TCU brings in Julia Adams, who has been quieter in the latter parts of this game. They go to her, though, immediately, and Schaffmaster gets a piece. Up the middle, Pata, right there is Kylie Murr for the dig. Sent back down by the Gophers front row. Once more. And Landfair goes off the tape. They wanted that point. 44 swings for Pata, and then an air by Lily Nicholson at the service line. Adams, dug by Murr. Hansen gets it off the hand. She's played a big role today, and an important point in set number 4.
Minnesota now pulling away, 3 points ahead, closing in on this set 4 and match win. But can they continue to keep that pedal down?
Off the tape in red by Sylvester. Seymour. Buckley to Adams, that is in. Looking for Wooker. Kept alive by TCU. Adams just has to get it over. Hansen, back-to-back kills. She has 3 today.
And this is exactly why. In these scramble situations, they have to throw the ball up to someone, and it's a good that they have her back there.
And it's been from the back row where she's really made the most impact. Gibson. Schaffmaster setting Wooker, and it works. And Minnesota has match points. Gibson keeps it alive. Once more. Grote. And off the tape, Minnesota and Keegan Cook are 1-0. Minnesota and Keegan Cook can celebrate starting his tenure, a new chapter in a storied Gopher volleyball history.